Today, 59% of employees worldwide are quiet quitting. So, what does this mean? It means they're putting in no more time or effort or enthusiasm than absolutely necessary to complete their jobs. They're simply logging in and logging out. So, why is this happening? It's because many workers feel like digital hamsters on a wheel connected 24/7, yet they lack the deep connection, the interest, or the purpose at work. It's a vicious cycle. We add more technology to increase productivity, but that technology isolates us. And the more isolated we become, the more we're detached from our work. It's not surprising, right? We're surrounded today by endless amounts of technology: email, instant messaging, video conferencing, collaboration tools, productivity tools, etc. We think this would bring us together and connect us like we've never been before. Instead, it has the opposite effect. Employees have never felt more disconnected. My name is Stephen Bear, and I am a recovering digital hamster. I have survived days of hundreds of emails and hundreds of Slacks and dozens of back-to-back video conference calls, and each day I felt more disconnected than the day before. 4 years ago, I experienced a moment of truth that I will never forget. It was the end of a stressful week during the COVID pandemic, and I had been on back-to-back Zoom calls all day long. Emails and Slack notifications were piling up in my inbox. And then I realized, oh my God, I haven't spoken a single word to another human being in person today. All the tech that was supposed to connect me to others was making me feel truly isolated. That moment, I knew it was time to get off the hamster wheel. This isn't just a business problem, it's a human problem. And it's one we can solve, but not with more technology. We can solve it by focusing on one thing technology can't replicate: genuine human connection. Technology enables amazing things for us. It allows us to access information from anywhere we go. It allows us to collaborate in real time. It helps us train and upskill employees faster and better than ever before. Technology allows us to track and analyze performance in more exciting and informative ways than we've ever had at our fingertips. But technology can also be draining. It can make work feel meaningless and soul-crushing. So let me ask you this question. If being connected at work is so important, why haven't we cracked the technology code to accomplish this? The surprising truth is that many companies have. And the secret isn't a new app or a cutting-edge platform. The secret is to put people first. When you look at Fortune's Best Places to Work report, you find employees who say things like, "This is a fun place to work," or "My work has special meaning. This is not just a job," or "I feel like I make a difference here." But it's not just what people say, it's how these companies are performing. The companies on these lists are outperforming their competitors in many, many ways. Let's look at a quick few stats. And let me tell you why these numbers are so powerful. First, they have 1/3 of employee turnover of their competitors. This isn't just about saving money on recruiting ads and hiring fees. Employee turnover is incredibly expensive. Replacing a single employee can cost anywhere from 50% to 200% of their annual salary, depending on the role. And when companies are successful at creating a culture where people want to stay, they're not just building loyalty, they're saving millions of dollars, preserving institutional knowledge, and avoiding the disruption that comes with constantly onboarding new people. Second, they have 8.5 times more revenue per employee. So what does this mean? A company with 10 employees, each generating $100,000 per employee, is a $1 million company. A company on this list with 10 employees would generate $850,000 per employee, or $8.5 million a year. This is a direct reflection on a high-performing culture. When people feel connected and empowered, They don't just show up, they innovate, they solve problems, they take ownership. They're more productive, more creative, more likely to go the extra mile. The result is a workforce that isn't just a cost center, but a powerful engine for growth and profitability. This isn't an accident, it's a direct outcome of investing in people. And finally, they beat the S&P by a factor of 3.5 times. For investors, this is the ultimate proof of concept. When a company consistently outperforms the broader market, it signals a strong, resilient, and sustainable business model. The market recognizes that a company's greatest asset isn't its technology or its products, but its people. These companies are human first, technology forward. They are the Davids in the David versus Goliath moment. They're agile, and they treat technology as an opportunity. They trust employees to test and learn and share and lead. Meanwhile, the Goliaths treat technology like a threat. They require IT to guard access, and they force employees to wait versus create. So indulge me for a moment and join me for a ride in my time machine. Let's look at 3 different companies from 3 different decades, and let's explore what today's companies can and should do to perform better. Let's start in 1956. Fast food was a mix of local and regional establishments, dominated by car hop restaurants where customers would drive up and be served by waiters or waitresses. But in Kingsport, Tennessee, a new model was born, Pal's Sudden Service. They came to the market with a drive-through only model. Now imagine you're in Pal's drive-through. You place your order and you drive up to a smiling face with your food and drink in hand. The kitchen behind them is not chaos, it's a ballet of efficiency. Every moment practiced, every second accounted for. That's not just technology, that's people trained to perfection. Their philosophy is called systems, not smiles. This means employees are excellent at service because they're trained correctly. They get 2 times as much training as their competitors. This investment is about building confidence and culture of excellence. PALS empowers employees to take ownership, but they train them to do it well. People are at the epicenter of PAL's approach, and it even comes into play when you look at their technology. The most important part of their tech is their employees. PALS follows Toyota's just-in-time, lean manufacturing approach. PALS systems are designed to make humans part of the foolproof process. They leverage human potential as a piece of the technology. So what are the results? Their order accuracy is 10 times better than their closest competitor. Their speed is 4 times faster. They drive $2,500 per square foot in revenue versus the industry average of $650. Their employees' turnover rate is 10% versus the industry average of 150%. And a few years ago, they were given the Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award. This is the nation's highest honor for quality and performance, typically given to large corporations, not regional fast food companies. They don't need a fancy app or a multi-billion-dollar R&D budget to be tech forward. They need a deep commitment to their people and the courage to build systems around them. So PALS mastered the art of using systems to make human interaction flawlessly efficient. But what if your goal isn't just efficiency, but genuine, playful human connection? To see that, we have to fast forward to 1967. While a handful of grocery giants are racing to build bigger stores and slash prices, Trader Joe's was building a model based on playful discovery, genuine human connection, and curated products. Think about the last time you were in Trader Joe's. You heard the chime of the bell, you saw employees in a Hawaiian shirt, and you felt happy. That feeling isn't an accident, it's a deliberate business strategy built on human connection. Every store is overstaffed, and employees engage directly with customers. Conversations are not transactional, they are personal. And behind the scenes, there's a lot of technology. They're optimizing their supply chain, streamlining their vendor system, automating their scheduling. But where you don't see technology are things like no self-checkout, no in-store screens, no loyalty apps. Their tech is used to free up their people, not to replace them. So what are the results? Their profits outpace their major competitors by 2 to 10 times. Their employee turnover is half the industry average. They have the highest customer loyalty in retail. Trader Joe's proved you could build a billion-dollar brand by using technology to free up people to be more human. But could this human-first principle work in the most cutthroat, tech-first industry of them all? For that, let's jump to 1999, to the dawn of the cloud. A handful of enterprise giants, Oracle, SAP, Microsoft, were building complex on-premise software. They were locking customers into multi-year contracts and leading with a tech-first, people-second mentality. Then came a new model, a simple CRM in the cloud with subscription pricing and a culture of trust, transparency, and giving back. This was Salesforce. Their product, Salesforce Einstein, is a powerful example of technology-forward approach. It's embedded with AI for predictive lead scoring, service bots, smart recommendations, very tech-forward. But what really astounds me isn't their technology, but their approach to their people and their culture. They call it Ohana, family. As part of Ohana, they have a commitment to 1-1-1. 1% of their original stock is given each year to philanthropic causes. 1% of their products are given to nonprofits and education organizations. And 1% of their employee time is paid for volunteer efforts. They don't just talk the talk on equality, they walk the walk with pay audits, DEI initiatives, and employee groups. And they empower their employees in the very way that few companies do. At Salesforce, any employee can pitch an idea, and if approved, they can move forward with it on their own. Today, Salesforce is a giant in the marketplace and one of the top 5 places to work across multiple reports. They're one of the most admired cultures in technology, and their customers see them as a partner, not a vendor. They've been the #1 CRM platform for over a decade, and in that time, they've gone from 0 to $30 billion in annual revenue. So coming back to 2025, I want to leave you with 3 big lessons that we can learn from these companies. Number 1, they all lead with people and culture. Number 2, they let technology amplify, not replace their people. And number 3, they stay human at scale. At the beginning of this talk, I asked if being connected at work is so important, why haven't we cracked the technology code to accomplish this? And my answer is because technology won't decide whether we are brought closer together or pushed further apart. Leaders will. And with that in mind, I want to leave you with 3 challenges, which I hope you'll commit to and start today. Number 1, the connection challenge. When you need to communicate with your colleague, instead of sending a Slack message or an email or a text, pick up the phone, walk over to their desk, or schedule a quick face-to-face meeting. Start by rebuilding human connection. Number 2, the audit challenge. Go back to your office and look at one piece of technology that you use. Ask yourself, does this tool serve my people, or do my people serve this tool? The answer will tell you what kind of leader you are today and what kind you need to be tomorrow. And number 3, the story challenge. Find an employee on your team who's thriving. Ask them to tell you a story about a time that they felt genuinely connected at work. Listen without interrupting. Use that story as inspiration to create more moments of human connection for your team. The future of work isn't just about technology. It's about humanity. And your journey to become a human-first leader starts now.